Your Steve Jones Show podcast is loading now. The Steve Jones Show podcast is sponsored by Purdy Insurance. Visit Purdy Insurance on Market Street in Sunbury or visit online at purdyinsurance.com.
Well, let me know when he or she is ready, and then
we're ready.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I don't know. It's a mystery guest. I'm not supposed to know what's going on
here. The mystery
here.
guest just called in. We're ready to go.
Okay, well, let's find out who it is. Hello there.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
I hear ya.
Hey, is this Steve?
Yes, it is.
Oh, am I on the radio?
Yes, you're on the radio.
Wow. Well, yeah, aside from Jack Ham, this is the best football analyst you've had the pleasure of working with over the years, Steve.
Well, yeah, I'm not surprised, Matt McGloin. Oh, well, I'm glad you called it as a mystery guest after I bagged you on New Year's Day. That was really great of me.
I was actually in the backyard sleigh riding with my son. I forgot to call in. My wife was yelling to me from the house that my phone was ringing, so I had to run inside. I tracked snow all throughout our house now, so now but no, man. I wouldn't miss the call in at all, man. You know, it's always good to talk to you. It's good to hear from you. Congratulations.
Okay. Now, just so everybody knows, I was supposed to be on his Sirius XM show on New Year's Day, and no, it was the day before. It was New Year's Eve.
Yes.
And so I go down to just grab coffee downstairs in the players area. I grab coffee. Right, I'm like, I think I'll leave my phone at the hotel and just go to practice and go. I'm like, you idiot! I get back and then I got all these messages. I looked at it and went, "You dope."
Well, I was telling everybody that day. I'm like, I've got the opportunity to talk to the best voice in the Big Ten, on that day. I was super excited about it, and I was able to do that because we had Jim Brandstetter on.
Because Brandstetter came on. The guy's doing the National Semifinal. He found time for you. I'm doing the Outback Bowl. Blew you off. I felt 2 inches tall. I'm like, oh, you dope. Oh, my goodness. How's everything going for you?
I'm doing well. Everything is great. My wife and I, we just had another baby boy, almost 2 weeks ago. So, life is great, man. It really is just, enjoying being home, enjoying spending time with, my family. But it's been great, man. How are you? It's good to catch up.
It's great to catch up with you because I had to laugh when the Raiders played the Bengals. And here's the reason why. It's Derek Carr's first ever start in a playoff game. I'm thinking, yes, because Matt McGloin started the other one.
You know what? I obviously, my name got brought up a few times, when the Raiders were making the playoffs. And obviously that 2016 season, which was my last year with Oakland where Derek got hurt. And I became the starter, and then I ended up getting hurt, in the last game of the year, and then I didn't even get.
That's right, Connor Cook. Connor Cook started. Yeah.
I didn't get the chance to start the playoff game, which obviously was was very frustrating. At the time I was doing everything I could to play. I shouldn't have played. I didn't play. I shouldn't have played. I was nowhere near healthy enough to play. But at the time, of course, I was trying to tell them that I was healthy enough.
I'm shocked you do that.
It wasn't meant to be. Missed out a pretty good opportunity though.
Yeah, but you know what? Let me ask you this question, Matt. I've had great admiration, as people know who listen to this show, for people who have had the ability to keep their careers alive. Right? I look at it like, for example, let's look at Tim Frazier in the NBA, Penn State's Tim Frazier, and you knew Timmy, all right? And he played a few weeks ago with the Orlando Magic. Somehow he's kept his career going. What does it take? Because you kept your career going. I don't care whether you're the second guy, third guy getting a shot, whatever, trying XFL, whatever. What does it take to keep your career alive?
I think for playing the quarterback position, really, for me, it's about decision-making. It's about timing. It's about accuracy. It's about consistency. And it's about trust. And nowhere there do I talk about size, right? How big you are, how good your arm is, everything like that. Do you need some type of talent, some type of ability to play? Of course you do. But that's not it. Year after year, Steve, how many guys we see have all the talent in the world, but they just can't do it. It's so much about playing at that level as being the same person every single day, right? There's something about having a guy on your team and you know what to expect out of him day in and day out. And for me, that's what it was. That's what kept my career alive, was to be able to prepare day in and day out, for a coach to ask me a question and for me to have an immediate answer, for me to walk up to the line of scrimmage, know the play, and know exactly what I was doing and know exactly what the 10 other guys were doing as well. That's what kept me going. I think work ethic, whether it's on the field, in the weight room or in the film room, it's a combination of things, right? I think it's being a good person, treating everybody, whether you're a player or a coach, a member in the communications department, a member of the training room, a member of the equipment staff. It doesn't matter. You treat everybody with the same amount of respect, because you understand that it takes everyone in that facility to win football games, not just the people playing. So it's a lot of things. And I look back. It's funny because I do look back on my career, and I've gotten cut. I was on the good side of things for a while, and I've also been on the bad side, right? I got cut by a few teams. I got cut by the Eagles. They went on to win the Super Bowl that year, and then I got cut. I got cut by the Chiefs. They went to the AFC Championship game that year. They won the Super Bowl the following year. Look at the run that they've been on. So, I've been around a lot of great players, a lot of great coaches, and I know how close, I was to, being a part of those teams and being on those teams, man. So, for me, and me, I have no regrets. Again, I was a preferred walk-on at Penn State, Steve. I wasn't even supposed to play Division I football. So I'd like to think I made the most of every opportunity that I was given. And I like to think not that I care, but I like to think I proved a lot of people wrong.
Yeah, you did. Believe me, you proved a lot of people wrong. You also proved a few of us right. How about that?
Thank you. Yeah, I know. And you, my good friend, man, you've always had my back since day one. And I've always appreciated that, which is why, again, why we've always gotten along, why we've always kept in touch, over the years, man. You've become a great friend.
Oh, same here. Same here. And what do you think that the discipline it takes to play football, the discipline it takes to carve out a career, how does that translate to being a husband, a father, and a coworker?
Well, I think for a lot of the reasons that I was just talking about, it's being that same guy every single day. Waking up in the morning, understanding you got a job to do. You have a responsibility. It's work. Whether you're playing football or not, you enjoy it. You try to get better every single day. You find different ways to improve. How can I do this better? How can I do that better? Again, I talk a lot about preparation, when it comes to playing the position and lasting at playing the position, whether it's college or in the NFL. Because, again, for me, man, that's what it was all about, right? Being the guy that you can count on every day, being the guy that was going to be ready. And for me, I was a big self-promoter. And I don't have a problem saying that, Steve, because I'm not sitting here patting myself on the back or anything like that.
Yeah, but who else was doing it for you?
Nobody was promoting me. Nobody,
right,
exactly,
who else was doing it for you? Right, exactly.
Nobody was doing it for me. So if I made a good throw, you were going to hear about it, and
yep.
If I was, going up in weight when I was squatting or benching in the weight room, you were going to hear about it. So that, for me, I had to earn respect of the players and the coaches around me, and that's how I did it, and the support I had at Penn State from some of those players was incredible, and it was kind of a similar journey in Oakland. And, for me, even looking back now, and I talk about it a lot on the radio, it's like everybody talks about the draft, things like that, first round, third round, seventh round, undrafted. It doesn't matter. All you need to do is get your foot in the door. All you need to do is have an opportunity, right? And then it's what you do with that. Are you prepared for that moment? Is everything you've done leading up to that point, have you prepared yourself well enough? Have you believed in it? Because there was a million times where I just, was thinking to myself, like, what the hell am I doing? Like, just quit. Like, that's it. But, there's a competitor inside you that continues to march forward. You believe that you're right. And it's, and when you have some success, it's kind of a bit reassuring, and, that all that work and everything you've gone through was worth it.
I'll give everybody a good one. Jack Ham was honored by the Pro Football Hall of Fame at a game. And it was a part of they'd done it first with Dan Dierdorf, and then Jack was next. So that meant Jack had to go down to the field. I don't know. What was it, Matt? Like 6-7 minutes ago in the half? Something like that.
A few years ago, yeah.
Right. So Matt is the sideline analyst. So, of course, now I'm up there by myself. So here's Matt, right, on the fly. This is how good he is. On the fly, and we start analyzing the game as if we're in the booth together, right? And there are a few plays where he couldn't quite see, still analyzed it. You were phenomenal. That's why I know you're going to be so good at this.
And I was fired up, actually, after, because I had no idea it was going to happen.
Oh, I just don't look. Oh, believe me, you know who came up with the plan on the fly? I did. so I thought, let's get Matt involved. Sudden, I got this resource. Let's use him.
All of a sudden, they're like, all right, Matt, we're going to come down to the side. We're going to be doing play-by-play. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, well, this is going to be interesting because I'm standing there, like, down at the opposite end by the pylon. You know how I like to stand away from everything. Like,
right.
It helps me think better. It's a lot more quiet when I'm standing there by myself. I can see the field a heck of a lot better. But, man, yeah, that's hard. Standing on the field calling a game.
You were great.
I appreciate that, and it was great. I had called a few games from the booth this year for Big Ten Network, which was a great experience. It was fantastic. Worked with some great people.
Yeah.
Definitely miss playing the game. Definitely miss being a part of the game. But being in that booth and seeing what's going on, it's being back in that atmosphere. I mean, there's nothing like it. Nothing like the college football atmosphere.
And anybody gets you is lucky to have you. Take my word as somebody who does this for a living. One final question. It's a very important one. How good are Paul and Kathy as grandparents?
They're absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
And again, I've been very fortunate and very blessed, to have a tremendous family, have great parents who've supported me and been at every sporting event throughout my entire life. And now, again, now that, my wife and I, we have two boys, my brothers, they have a couple of kids. So in the past few years, my parents, have got a bunch of grandchildren now. So they are thrilled. They're so happy. We're all back home here in Northeast PA. They have an opportunity to see us every single day and talk to us every single day. So and me, how important family is. So it's been great. It's been relaxing again, but it's been good. It's always good to be home.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I love your family. You know that. Your parents are awesome.
Thank you.
And your family to me too. So Matt, thanks so much. Appreciate you. Go back out, get on the sled, take one more run. Okay.
Absolutely, man. All right, I'm heading out there right now, man. But congratulations. It's great talking to you.
Thanks, brother. All right.